Got a joke?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe?
I'm not going to tell you after 15 minutes.
Alright, 15 minutes. We'll give you a sticker time. Couple of shout outs early in the stream. Mikey Arugula is going to be on with me and a Beatles roundtable music memorabilia interview live stream with Rachel Ghost next Wednesday, August 28th at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I sent an email to Rachel this evening. She got back with me and she said Wednesday is fine, we are on. She's probably still on vacation, but Wednesday it'll be a barn burner. You know what a barn burner means? Perry Cox sent me a COA today on the butcher cover. A near mint butcher cover that I'm selling to my buyers in Mexico for $4,000. And he gave me a COA that this is in near mint because the buyers wanted a COA. They trust Perry Cox's COA. That's a remove trunk slick. Show this to you one more time before it goes out. Really nice Stratton East Coast mono number 3 with no tears to the peel.
Ooh.
There's Perry Cox's COA. They're hard to get, but he traded me the COA and he's selling my Lee Allen interview of the Beatles from 1964. It goes off in a day and a half and it's up to $232, but it has 60 watchers. I got $300 into it, but it will zoom up the last day. All right, put the butcher cover away.
Joseph Mantino said hello, sticker family, and then Nova's Nick said hello, sticker friends. And
All right, Nova's Nick, we haven't heard from you in a while. Hope you're doing okay. How you doing, Joseph?
Joseph Mantino also said beautiful coffee.
Yep. Can I have my notes, please?
Where's your good deeds?
Good deeds. You had, I didn't do a good deed today because I walked in the store and you were dealing with one guy. The lady behind him did the good deed. Paid that $20 that he was short on.
She shouldn't have. It was disrespectful.
I was gonna do it, but he gets right in my face, so I just
He tried to hit me.
I just wanted to see what would happen, so I stayed away. All right, John Hood. Shout out to John Hood. He bought my Magical Mystery Tour, German 1977 all true stereo for $200. Tim bought my Led Zeppelin House of the Holy that I had with the OBI and the title sticker, and my Rolling Stones Through the Past Darkly, 2 local sales. Joan, she got a hold of me through my, I need that. Joan got a hold of me through my YouTube channel, Mr_StickerMania@yahoo.com. She was interested in my Kaylee Rose signed CD. Which is a young 16-year-old Chappell Roan. That's her real first name and her middle name. This CD is sealed. It came out in 2014. There was only 500 of these made. I showed you the tracks last time. Die Young is a pretty good song. So it went for a lot of money today. It's going out in the mail on Monday. Who would have thought that This autograph was almost equal to the value of a Paul McCartney autograph.
Oh.
She is a superstar on the rise. The rise and fall, I said this wrong on the last stream, the rise and fall of a Midwest princess.
You still need this?
No, this is a pink vinyl 2 LP set. And while we're doing Chappell Roan, we'll show a few more things.
I have a shirt on.
She's got the Good Luck Babe. Once you get up and model and show the back. This is a Good Luck tumbler
Oh, that's cute.
with the purple straw. And she's got the Good Luck Babe shirt on. And I got a Good Luck Babe single, record store only, on red vinyl. And it has a B-side
Show it
is
again.
Read and Make Out Demo.
Stand behind the chain, I knew it.
This is my Chappell Roan minute.
Yeah, there you go.
I have some more Chappell Roan items coming in on Monday that we'll be able to show on a short on Monday. Any questions about that? So the signed CD comes with this is a hand sign from the original promoter that believed in Chappell Roan when she was 16 years old and signed her up. But he signed her up as an actress, and she didn't know she was a singer and a songwriter. One more thing about Chappell Roan, she's out on social media this week complaining about all the people harassing her because she's become so famous. She only wants attention when she is on stage, and I understand that. But there's a big difference between her and the Beatles. The Beatles had 4 of them to take the attention. They could take turns, where Chappell Roan is all on her own. You're going to need to get some bodyguards in a hurry, I would say. All right, that's my Chappell Roan minute. I think I covered everything.
Joseph Mancina said, doing great. George's Music for All Seasons said hello to all. Brad Parnell said, what's up, Sticker Gang? It's like I haven't seen you in hours.
We saw Brad Parnell at the store today. I did. I talked to him for a while.
Not today.
I did. I saw him today.
I'm saying I saw him.
What's you need, Sticker Kid?
Is it 8:15?
Good, close enough. Tell your joke. They've been waiting. Project. Project. You ready?
Knock, knock.
Knock, knock. Who's there?
Paul.
Paul who?
Pull up the chair and I'll tell you.
Pull up the chair and I'll tell you.
Good job.
Good job.
Like,
I thought you were going to say Paul McCartney.
And Caesar said hello, Frank and family. Sticker Kids.
Caesar, how you doing?
Hey.
So, a couple other shout outs. That was James that bought my, I don't know if I announced this on my last stream, my Led Zeppelin white label promo, Led Zeppelin 2 white label promo. It's already gone out in the mail. This is not a white label promo, but it went out to James. They got a hold of me through my YouTube email, and it went out for $2,800. A lot for a record album, wouldn't you say? But Led Zeppelin 2 is right up at the top, right there with the Butcher cover, or a Led Zeppelin turquoise. I got a Led Zeppelin turquoise coming next week. Paid a lot of money for it. Excellent condition with an uncorrected matrix. My set of Beatle autographs I have up on eBay from 1965 in Minneapolis, August 21st. Somebody was interested in that today, and he offered me $8,500, and I counter-offered with $11,500. He says he's going to think about it. I said, well, you better make up your mind, because it might sell in the next 24 hours.
Your Japanese friend made a comment.
All right, what's he saying?
He said, hello, Frank, daughter, and son. I'm happy to see that you're doing well. Osaka Katsunusha is very hot since Sunday morning. It's like hell.
I bet. We got some heat coming the next couple days here in Louisville.
Everyone at work said it was hot as hell today.
Don't keep saying.
Okay. Watch what you say. You can't talk like Chappell Roan on this live stream.
But he said it.
She isn't afraid to say anything. I told you some of the things today she said. So this is my 1965 stereo rubber sole that I got from my friend in Florida, Ken. And it's got the rare hype sticker on the top for Hear Paul Sing Michelle, the original Beatles version. Why did they call this the original Beatles version? Was there somebody else that released Michelle at the same time period? That's my trivia question for tonight. Who was it? This is in near mint condition. You don't get much better than that. Jim got a hold of me and was interested, but he thought it would only be $200. I said, no, this is $600. And he didn't understand how that hype sticker adds so much to the value.
Jim from the store?
No, he got a hold of me, Jim, on my YouTube channel.
Thomas Jean said, knock knock joke was good. Mr. Stickermania, what do you know about the William Stafford photos of the Beatles in 1964? Thank you in advance. Can they still be acquired?
What is it? Which photos?
The William Stafford photos of the Beatles in 1940s.
I don't know about that. Do I have them for sale? I don't think I do. Be careful with the water, guys.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Let's start showing some things.
Water,
Beatles memorabilia.
Ooh, purple. Where's pink?
One more thing about Chappell Roan. I know you're probably getting tired of hearing about it, but this is the album that she got her name from. I got one in a big lot of auction today. David Bowie from 1972. The Rise and Fall of Spiders. The Rise and Fall of Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars. And this is the Rise and Fall of a Midwest princess. So you can't tell me she wasn't influenced by David Bowie.
What's that?
All right. And
Thomas Jean said, answer to trivia, the Overlanders.
Did you do a trivia question?
The Overlanders, that is not the correct answer. It did
Beatles.
Michelle, it was these two guys that did a folk version, and now I don't know the answer. Sorry. It was on Capitol also. All right, in a little bit we're going to open up this Holy Grail album. If somebody goes in the other room and gets me a cutter, introducing the Beatles stereo ad back. It's supposed to be in excellent condition. There's only about 20 in the world in this condition. Where are we at? Beatles memorabilia. I showed the wallet last time. Yeah, you've seen this. It's the last disco case I have from 1966. Charter. Product of Charter Industries in New York City, 1966. This is the lavender one. Kind of goes with this lavender tumbler. And this has got the instruction sticker still on the side. It's rare to still have that sticker on the side. Last one I have from Price is $299 on that if you're interested. I had seven of them, didn't I? Yeah. That's the last one I had.
Yeah, everyone.
Every color. Which color was Jeff Osberger missing at the Fest for Beatle fan?
Pink.
Pink. You noticed it right away. All right, here we go. We got this. I've had this second time I've had one of these. One time I had it in the shipping box, but it had a crack on the back where the screw is, because when you took the back off to put the batteries in, that back is real fragile. This has no cracks at all on the back, and it still works.
How do you think humans are doing?
Horrible. Horrible? Yeah.
What the hell?
1964 Beetle or Pepsi looked like a vending machine made in Japan. And if you notice, watch the first visit of the Beatles coming to America. All four of them are holding on to one of these. They were each given one. And you can see Paul and John in the back of the limousine listening to all the Beatles songs on the AM stations in New York City. That's the original cover for it. It says Pepsi on it. The flavors on the front says Patio, Mountain Dew, Pepsi. Those are the three flavors. And it's got the original headphones in the original case. Got these little white headphones.
Brad Parnell said David and Jonathan had a hit.
That's it. That's the answer. David and Jonathan. Way to go, Brad.
He
We
gets
can
everything
always
right.
count on you. I think you might win the butcher cover. You're so good on those trivia questions.
Oh,
We're at, we got about a little over 100. We're at 1892. I think a little over 100 more subscribers before we give away the butcher cover.
everyone like and subscribe. Hit the notification link so y'all can have a chance to win the butcher cover.
Leave
Thumbs
that
up.
comment.
Dang said, you heard about Ronaldo getting 1 million YouTube subscribers within 90 minutes?
No.
Say, I don't know who that is.
Around,
Ronaldo.
That's crazy.
yeah, that's crazy. There is a lady, though, that went to the Olivia Rodrigo concert in LA a few days ago, August 21st. And she took a video of Chappell Roan and Olivia doing Hot to Go. And she only had 200 subscribers. And within 4 days, she's had 20,000 people, not 20,000, 200,000 people bring up her video, and she's probably tripled her subscribers. So that's the power of Chappell Roan at the moment. All right, so the butcher cover, we're going to give you a choice at the 3 difficult trivia questions concerning the butcher cover. I've
Oh, I know
done my
what he's talking
research.
about. He's talking about the soccer player.
So we got a stereo and a East Coast and a mono West Coast, so you get your choice. All right, let's put the butcher covers away.
Daniel Castillo said he's a soccer player. I think he has over 30 million subscribers now.
Wow. I saw somebody yesterday that had 1.5 million subscribers, and he was talking about how he gets approached out in public and he feels sorry for Chappell Roan because he understands what's going on with her.
Caesar said, I just hit the like button. Great for reminding us about it. Yep, you're welcome.
Way to go, Caesar. Thank you. All right, some
Thank
more Beatle items. Got this in a lot of albums today that I won in a big auction. Going to show some more of it. But it has the Beatles Are Coming sticker on the Meet the Beatles. Only the very first issues from January of '64, where the Capitol representatives put them on the cover because they weren't factory shrink in the store. If you ever watched the Beatles' first U.S. visit, you can see where they're pulling these Meet the Beatles albums out of a box, shipping box, and selling them. They're not factory sealed, and they're selling them as fast as they can take the cash. What city, another trivia question, what city in America sold the most to Meet the Beatles in early
England.
1964. What city in New York? Oh, I just said it. Sorry. New York City was selling half of the Beatles albums at the very first couple of weeks.
I thought you said country, my bad.
So that's a very two attached, perfect condition Beatles Are Coming stickers that I got on my STICKERMANIA 2853 eBay store. This is the very first novelty record that came out in America about the Beatles. We Love You, Beatles by the Carefrees on London International. Excellent condition picture sleeve and a white label promo. It says promotional copy of We Love the Beatles by the Carefrees. Mikey Arugula, you out there today, or are you asleep? You're probably asleep.
Do the comments real quick.
Brad Purnell said, I forgot to ask you tonight, but my friend that does Beard of Pop wanted to know if you want to do a video with...
Head up when you talk.
Yeah.
John, stop being rude.
Do a video what?
Brad Purnell said, I forgot to ask you tonight, but my friend that does Beard of Pop wanted to know if you wanted to do a video with him sometime. That's the channel I do all the thumbnails for.
Yep, we could do that.
For sure. Novus Nick said Los Angeles. It was New York. Daniel Castillo said, were the Beatles popular in Louisville?
Popular in Louisville. I didn't live here at the time. I was in Muncie, Indiana.
It's Louisville.
They were popular there. Louisville.
And then,
Louisville.
Caesar said, if you know Messi, you probably know Cristiano Ronaldo.
She said what?
If you know Messi, Argentine,
They're both
you probably
soccer
know.
Yeah, I'm not much of a soccer fan. Sorry.
Ronaldo only has 637 million followers on Instagram. Jesus.
Well, I'd say Chappell Roan's got a lot of followers on Instagram and TikTok.
I'm gonna check.
All right, we're going to open up the stereo ad bag. We're not going to hold back. You don't have another joke to tell right now?
No.
All right. Let's be careful and open this up. Watch. Put your hands away from me, please. I don't want to
These
do
are
any damage here.
3 of my friends follow her. She has 4.2 million.
Chappell Roan's got 4.2 million on what?
Instagram.
Instagram. I'd say that's quite a lot.
3 of my friends follow her.
Here we go. Let's hope this baby is in good as condition as they listed it.
Daniel Castillo said, I would imagine the Beatles were hard to market in the southern states, like Kentucky.
Yeah, probably. The Chicago, Los Angeles, New York City was the main at the beginning. Here we go, here we go, here we go. I can see it.
What the heck is he talking about?
Hope it's real.
He's talking about if he wasn't alive when the Beatles.
Got the original add back inner sleeve, which is good. All right, Sticker Kid, I need you to put this away while I handle this expensive item.
Not me.
Put the box over there in the corner, please.
No question.
Here, put that ticket with you.
Brad Parnell said, I wasn't in Louisville until 1965 because that's when I was born, but I know there were a handful of Beatle fans in high school in the 1980s.
Here we go. 1964. These covers were made in the summer of 1963. They got printed in the USA right there on the edge. It's got the ads on the back, so people didn't know that Love Me Do was on this album. This is version 1. There's only 20 of these in the world, estimated by Perry Cox, that are in this condition with no seam splits. You can see all the printing on the spine. See that glossy slick? No writing on the back. I've had before where the stores put the date it was sold right there on the top edge. This one doesn't have it, which is good. And you gotta have that stereo at the top, 12 o'clock. Side 1, side 2. It's got Love Me Do and P.S. I Love You on it. In the dead wax, it says Audio Matrix and MR for Monarch Records. I just see the Audio Matrix, and I see that something else that I'm not sure. It also has a date on side 2 of when the record was pressed. Let's see if I can find it. It's real tough to see. It's in real light printing. Can't see it right now, but it was pressed from a stamper that was in the middle of summer of 1963 in June. So I've only had 5, 6 of these in my lifetime. Probably the last one I'll ever have. Original stereo, introducing the Beatles. These are rare as hen's teeth. All right, let's put that baby away. If you're interested in this, this is $4,000.
That's a grown man, not a baby.
What is?
The butcher cover.
All right, that is pretty nice. We don't want to put any flaw, make anything happen to that.
The sticky kids, stay away.
What? Yeah, stay away from the cutters. Oh,
He
you call
likes to
me.
keep having his hand on the pen, and I don't like doing that either.
Hey.
If you like my opening on the air, I thought it was pretty cool. All right, let's keep moving along unless you guys got questions or you guys will have any jokes to say. Got a 1965 program and the original envelope of the Beatles concert in San Francisco, the Cow Palace. And here is the ticket stub. It's tough to get this ticket stub with this is usually what the usher threw away. And you usually just got the little part over here on the side. So that's a tough ticket stub to get there with the usher side. It says the Beatles at the Cow Palace cost $7 to see them August 31st, 1965. This was 10 days after my set of autographs from Minneapolis, and this is 16 days after they played Shea Stadium.
Shea Stadium.
But another cool thing about this program, if you go to George's page, who do you think it's signed by? Another trivia question.
John.
Somebody related to George Harrison.
George Clooney.
George's older sister, who believed in the Beatles from before they ever came to America. Louise Harrison Codwell. She goes 2K best wishes from Louise Harrison Codwell. I used to see her at Fest for Beatle fans in the 80s. She's no longer with us, but that's pretty cool. This is all on the same listing on my STICKERMANIA 2853 eBay store. Alright, let's put that away. Got some questions?
No.
Yeah, Caesar and
Caesar. Caesar said
Say,
that.
look to the camera when you talk. Can you bring the phone up a bit?
Exactly.
Caesar says that jacket looks like new. 4,000, huh? I'll pass for today. I'm sure someone will pick it up soon.
Yep. You can, where else are you gonna find one? What's wrong? What's
Just-
going on?
See, I let him distract you. Joseph Mantina said that's a great program. I didn't even know it came in a bag. Amazing.
All right. Thanks.
Someone said A.I. Capone was on the Rampage in Chicago. It's very nostalgic.
All right.
Nostalgic.
That looks like an international. Brad Parnell says in high school. Oh, you already said that one.
No, she hadn't yet. That was what she was doing.
In high school, they would bring Beatles. Let me see. Fans to me, and we trade off trivia for like gunslingers. I'd usually get them by asking what was Paul's pseudonym he used on the Urban Spaceman. How about, I know this. It starts with an A. Vermouth? Something Vermouth. Albert or something Vermouth. What's the answer there, Brad?
Lucy Vermont.
All right, that did most of my shout outs. A couple of picks, songs I heard on the music system today. Fame with John Lennon singing background for David Bowie in the 1970s.
Apollo C. Vermont.
I was pretty close. Apollo C. Vermont. Way to go, Brad.
Me and Mr. Mayo said just watching and wishing I was a wealthy doctor or lawyer.
All right. I'm not a doctor or lawyer. I'm just a grocery store man. David Bowie, Latin Scene. That's what this album is, part of that album collection I got in. But John Lennon sings a background pretty cool on Fame with David Bowie. We heard Last Train to Clarksville today, a song that took a lot from Paperback Writer. We heard Live and Let Die today on the music system.
And the one that made Sgt. Pepper.
I know, well that's coming. You're going ahead of.
Okay.
Can I say this, please?
No, yes.
Live and Let Die, another one of those songs that Paul McCartney underrated, that they won't realize how great a song, like With a Little Luck, Silly Love Songs, for another 10 or 20 years. Good Luck Babe is not on our music system yet, but from Chappell Roan, but it's number 7 in the United States. It's number 2 in the United Kingdom. They think it'll be number 1 next week. We'll see if Chappell Roan is number 1 on the album charts here in America next week.
Continue.
Here Comes the Sun. Brad Parnell was at the service desk when Here Comes the Sun came on. You know that's the most popular stream song of the young crowd. And now we're to your question. God Only Knows came on, and I asked Sticker Granddaughter, what album did this cause the Beatles to record God Only Knows? And what's the answer?
I don't care anymore.
Huh. You said Abbey Road.
No, I said Sgt. Pepper.
Oh, okay. Sgt. Pepper is the answer. Good job. Yes.
Is it 8?
What the hell?
8:30, you ready for another joke?
No, I have a challenge.
All right. Sticker Kid's got a challenge. What is it?
Arm wrestle me.
Arm wrestle. Here we go. It's an 8:30 arm wrestle with Sticker Kid. All right. Take it. Ready, go.
If you don't
Oh, you're
win-
getting pretty strong. You're getting
I take
strong.
that as sarcasm.
You're getting strong. Let's just call it a tie.
No.
You got to keep moving.
You wrestler.
Who? Me wrestling?
Led Zeppelin. I'm not interested in this book from 1969 by the visual thing. You could only get this at the merch table at Led Zeppelin concerts in 1969. They asked me how many pages it is. It's 24 pages.
You ask questions and give all the answers.
I know. Got great photo of Jimmy Page leading the way for Led Zeppelin. Some albums that I won in the big album lot I got today. Kevin's getting most of it from Kevin Records. There were some Led Zeppelins in there.
He's paying for him?
There was a Led Zeppelin 1. That's the first pressing. A Led Zeppelin 2 is not the RL. It's the second pressing. Led Zeppelin 3 from 1970, a first pressing. And a Porky Pecco Duck, a Led Zeppelin Zosa from 1971.
Your good deed for the day was you helped someone with their meat.
With the, what did I do? Help somebody with the meat?
Yeah, because it wasn't coming up on the ring.
Oh yeah, I had to ring up all the ground sirloin at what was it? $5.99 a pound. Yeah, that took me a while.
See?
Got a couple Who albums in this album lot today. Who's Next? This is the Decca pressing. If you get a USA pressing, you want to get the Decca of the first pressing of Who's Next. And this is a Decca pressing of Tommy. So that was pretty cool. to get those first pressings of the Who albums. I have to listen to them. What else did I get in that lot today? I got some Traffic albums. I got All Things Must Pass from George Harrison, 1970, with no splits on that fragile box. It's still attached, and it has the original poster and near mint records in it. You know what the poster looks like. Have you ever seen a video of Tower Records when they were in business in LA? When you went into the store, they had a huge display of about 500 of these box sets of All Things Must Pass, and they had them reduced for clearance. Can you imagine that? Buying this at $10 in 1970, 71.
Brad Parnell said, wait, should I do the Joseph Mantino or Brad Parnell?
Three more albums to show, and then we'll go to questions.
No, do the Brad.
The Doors, Strange Days. This is a original pressing with the great big E on the Electra label. Strange Days by the Doors. And it's got the original inner sleeve that it came in Electra Records. That's pretty cool. Doors. And I think that's the only ones I brought in from the lot. You've already seen the Rolling Stones Aftermath. Oh, I got a few more here. All these Traffic albums came in that lot today. I think these are cool because they're a different shape. Like the Rolling Stones Through the Past. This is called Shootout at the Fantasy. This is called Low Sparks of High-Heeled Boys. And this one's still on the shrink, and it's called When the Eagle Flies. All Traffic albums. Those are the ones I picked out. Kevin's getting all the rest of them. There's some Stevie Wonder and other things. All right, question time.
Brad Parnell said, I had enough points that I got a free chicken tonight.
A rotisserie?
Yep.
All right.
10,000.
10,000 points, you get a free rotisserie chicken at Value Market. We brought one home today, and Sticker Kid goes, you guys got chicken, a rotisserie chicken? And he just started chowing down like the Hells Angels did at Apple Studios there at Teresaville Road when the Hells Angels took the turkey, and they just said, give it to me, and they just ate it leg by leg.
He munched on it.
I became retarded after.
You became retarded after it? No, we're not going to say that word. You mean became challenged.
Special.
Special, yeah, that's the word. Special.
And then Shane Rocky said, hello from Ohio. Went to Sabrina Carpentry midnight listening party for new album at my local shop and picked up the new Chappell Roan. Great stuff.
It is great. I saw a little bit of Sabrina on the Jimmy Fallon show. She's pretty good, but I don't think she's the superstar of the Chappell in. Next Monday, I have a 11 by 17 litho poster that they only gave away in late 2023 when Chappell Roan's album was released. And she's all dressed up and with fangs and blood coming off of her cheeks, and that'll be pretty cool to show next week.
That's what I think of saying. No, you didn't sing the Scarlet. You said that bad word.
All right, here's a couple things I sold lately today. Can I just say this, please?
I was talking.
All right, go ahead.
I'm not saying it.
All right. Sold the John Lennon 1970 Mother 7-inch picture sleeve, the hardest picture sleeve to solo to get besides George Harrison, Love Comes to Everyone. Somebody sent me a message the other day and they want $20,000 for that George Harrison picture sleeve. I passed on that. And I sold the John Lennon Mother for $288 today. Yesterday I sold a Shea Stadium 1965 ticket stub for $333. I sold a Beatles White Album 1973 France contract for $119. And if you watch Mazzy's latest video in England, He pulled in London. He got 2 Holy Grail items he's been looking for a long time. He got a first press 1968 White Album top loader. He didn't say what he paid for it. I sold one to my Mexican buyers in the Fest for Beatle fans in Chicago a couple weeks ago for $850. So I imagine he had to pay about $500 for that. And he bought a Sgt. Pepper mono first press from England, also that he's been looking for in near mint condition. I sold my last butcher cover I peeled a week ago for $12.99 yesterday. And my Beatlemania from Canada that I showed you on my last live stream, I sold for $199 for November 1963. And I have coming in next week, I have a BC 13, one of the first issue that has all sealed LPs inside. And I told you about the Led Zeppelin UK turquoise that I got coming in. And that are all my notes. Couple more things to show unless you got some questions.
Brad Parnell said that one Traffic album with the checkerboard reminds me of Bay City Rollers album.
Which one reminds him of?
The one with the checkerboard.
So, Brad Parnell says this one reminds him of the Bay City Rollers. You got Stevie Winwood, and I'm not too good on all the Jim, the drummer. I'm not an expert on, but it's got that inner sleeve that's shaped like that on Island Records. That's pretty cool. On Island. Who else? Who's on Island right now? I think it's Chappell Roan. All right, got this Ringo Starr sign, this whole name from 1970. When the Beatles broke up and Ringo was sad, he was in England and people would mail him to get his autograph, and he would take the time to send out a photo, and it says, that's how Ringo signed with that 2. He put 2 Craig, best wishes, Ringo Starr. You know, in 1992, Ringo Starr stopped signing his last name, but this is from 1970. A lot of original, authentic autographs went in the mail personally from Ringo Starr in 1970. John Young must have took this photo. It's got some tape stains on it, but I still think it's a cool memorabilia piece.
Brad said the Rollers had an album called It's a Game.
Bay City Rollers hat. Yeah, I've had that album. It's a game. I used to actually like the Bay City Rollers when they were popular, if you can believe that. I love the song Saturday Night. Other things to show. Got another Dave Clark 5 True Stereo from England, 1970 in near mint condition. The last one of these I sold for, I think, $88. You haven't heard Dave Clark 5 and they're true, powerful, until you hear this in all true stereo. Glad all over, Do You Love Me, Catch Us If You Can, Bits and Pieces, Because, it's all on here. All right, let's put that away.
Joseph Mentino said, really nice Ringo autograph.
Yeah, I think it is. Thanks, Joseph. I've had that. I know it's the real deal. That's the way Ringo put his 2. And I've had that about 5 of his autographs from 1970.
Daniel Castillo said the original mixes are in mono for Dave Clark.
Yeah, but in 1970, Dave Clark gave up the master tapes to somebody, and they made true stereo versions of the Dave Clark 5 from the master tapes. Don't tell me how they did it, but this is in true stereo if you play this. The only year that the Dave Clark 5 came out in true stereo was 1970 from England.
Good to know.
Rock and roll music. Somebody wanted to buy this from me on eBay, and they were worried about the ring wear from the record. And I said there was a little bit in the middle from the record label. And that's just, this cover just doesn't hold up over time. That's about the best you can get of that foil cover. From that album lot I bought today, it had a McCartney USA first pressing and a Ram first pressing. I have a UK Ram first pressing coming next week from Rick that I'm selling on consignment. And I told John Hood that it's going to be $150 for a Ram UK minus 1U, 1U.
Brad Parnell said the Rollers had.
No, it's at the last one.
Brad Parnell said that I love Dave's drumming. I think he might have influenced Stuart Copeland of the Police. Just a guess though.
Brad Parnell said he loves Dave's drumming.
Yeah.
I got a rude awakening for you, Brad Parnell. Dave Clark 5 did not do any drumming on the big Dave Clark 5 hits.
Oh.
He had a studio musician, I think it was Bernard Purdue, that did all those tracks. And he was paid not to ever tell the truth. And the other Dave Clark members were also sworn to secrecy that they would never really tell about how the Dave Clark 5 recordings were really done. If you saw them in concert, I think Kevin from Kevin Records, there's no way that Dave Clark could do the drums like the records. All right, I opened this up yesterday and played this 12-inch from Germany 1983 to see if I Can't Get No Satisfaction was in true stereo, and it was not. But it really sounded good in Painted Black. But when I played this second side, Jumpin' Jack Flash and Honky Tonk Women, I could not believe how good the Honky Tonk Woman was in true stereo with that cowbell at the beginning. That's a song when I was 15 years old. The first time I heard it, I go, that is one of the most rocking songs I've ever heard. So that's a true way of hearing that true stereo version of Honky Tonk Women is on this pressing. Let's see if we can get that back in the sleeve.
Probably not.
There we go. Just don't put it in the cover. We don't want to tear it up. And we got this from Kevin Records. When the Rolling Stones went to Atlantic Records and got their own record label, Alan Klein decided that he was going to milk the vault of the Rolling Stone records and came out with a lot of different pressings in the United Kingdom. This is called The Stone Unturned with Poison Ivy and Money and Stone and Sad Day. I like the song Sad Day. But you see the Rolling Stones are backwards on the front and they're forward on the back. And Brad Parnell told me at the store, he said, did you know that in the Brian Jones documentary that Brian Jones played on the Beatles song, Look Up My Name, You Know My Name, Look Up the Number? I said, yeah, I knew that. They recorded it in 1967, but it wasn't released until 1970 after Brian Jones had already passed, after he drowned in the swimming pool. All right, what else we got to show? Any other questions? I don't know where we're at on time.
11:50.
And we're getting close.
For 10 minutes, show random stuff.
10 minutes, show some random stuff that I haven't shown.
So, I wanted to ask you, what did these pictures go with that I put
This is a week before the Beatles came to America and they're hanging out in Paris. And this is from 1963 in the United Kingdom, just a promo photo before the Beatlemania had fully taken over.
Yeah, I was just curious because the way Ringo's eyes are and everything there.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Ringo didn't sleep much. He was on some uppers to stay awake most of the time. So, you know, Beatlemania was discovered about this time in England. And guess what's happening right now in the United States? It's called CHAPPELLMANIA. That's what I think. Right? Tell me if you disagree. The rise, how fast she has become a superstar is unbelievable. I know it took many years for her to get that act together, what she does on stage, but everybody's realizing now how good she is. One of the best albums that come out, pop album to come out in the last 10 to 20 years. All right, we got an anthology. We got an anthology 2. This is the way to get it sealed with printed in the UK. Much better pressing than the ones from the USA. Got an anthology 3, also printed in the UK. And we got the Led Zeppelin white label promo. Somebody was interested in this and I lowered it to $700, but that's the firm price. Led Zeppelin Zosa 1971. First pressing with Monarch Records in the dead wax, Porky Pecco Duck. Promotional copy not for sale, Led Zeppelin Zosa. Can you imagine this was probably on an LA radio station and the first time they played Stairway to Heaven, the phone calls coming in just must have been crazy. And I probably showed this last one, Dennis Wilson, 1977, white label promo of his solo album, a great solo album from Dennis Wilson called Pacific Ocean Blue. That's most of what I had to show. Got any questions to round this out? Remember, we're going to be doing me and Mikey Arugula, going to be doing a Beatles roundtable live stream with Rachel's Ghost next Wednesday, August 28th at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Rachel's Ghost YouTube channel. She has like 5 million. She has 5,000 subscribers.
No,
Terry Crane's book right behind you. Mikey told me next week he's doing a Fab Gab interview with Terry Crane that wrote this book. I guess that'll be on Joe Mayo's channel. I'm looking forward to that. Mikey Arugula and Terry Crane. Here's a picture of Terry Crane. I've seen him at the Fest for Beatle fans a year ago. He wasn't there this year. And I've learned a lot from this book. But Mikey Arugula just won in an auction last week on eBay an item that's not even listed in this book. And that's all I'll say because he told me to keep it a secret. Sorry, Mikey, I had to tease it a little bit.
I didn't do the comments.
Nova's Nick said, tap the like button, friends. Yes, tap the like button if y'all want more amazing content from Mr.
STICKERMANIA, Sticker Granddaughter, and Sticker Teenager. Put your hand up in the air.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Give me a whoop.
He sucks.
Alright, dude, Brian.
Brad Parnell said The Stones and Brian Jones is the name of the documentary by Nick Broomfield. It came out last year and is now streamed. I highly recommend it.
I'll have to watch it, Brad. Thanks.
Justin Mancino said, I'm excited for the live stream. It will be fantastic.
Give me that photo album there. The green album. The photo album I was going to talk about from Leonard Skinner. We're going to delay it. So I do some more research because the anniversary of the airplane crash is a couple months away. I got to learn who are all these people in these pictures when Leonard Skinner's recording their last album, Street Survivors. And it's got pictures of 38 Special, Ronnie, that's Van Zant, his brother, when he was in 38 Special. All right, put that away. One last thing I didn't show, I've probably shown it before, Badfinger sealed album. Magic Christian music from 1970, autographed by Joey Malone. Still sealed. They just tore some shrink off so Joey could sign it. That's about all I have to show.
Nova's Nick said Skinner was great.
Skinner was great. Yep, they were taken at their peak. All right, so we showed about everything, and so let's show that Abbey Road. We got always showing Abbey Road. Don't have a Sgt. Pepper with me. Beatles for sale, my favorite Beatles album. This is the Australian version, and I got a UK over here. It's another time when Australia couldn't use the original negatives for the photo, and so they created their own. These are pictures of the Beatles performing in Australia in 1964. The back of this is a picture of the Beatles playing in Washington, D.C., February 11th, 1964 at the Coliseum. What a great album. Beatles were just on muscle memory when they recorded this, and they only had a few days to record it. Still a great album.
God, you can see the sleep under Ringo's eyes there. Like, you can tell he definitely, his eyes.
Yeah, his eyes are just propped open.
He struggles.
If you ever seen Ringo in a press conference of the Beatles at their peak, he is halfway out of it. He got his life straightened out, though. He's 85 and still going strong. Abbey Road. This is a 1975 UK pressing. Doesn't have the misaligned apple. Got a -4 2U in the dead wax. I was cranking it up today on my new Hersey speakers and my Thorns turntable. It sounded pretty darn good.
All you do is crank music.
All right, I think that is it from Louisville, Kentucky this time. And check us out for that great interview we're going to do with Rachel Ghost and Mikey Arugula on Wednesday, August 28, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Rachel Ghost channel.
I'm going to be there. Bye, y'all. Bye, best
Bye.
friends.
No.
See you later. Thanks.
See